D-Road, MBA marketing as friends. Yeah. So, so my name is Satish, as faculty for business management, GBR Degree College of the University. Yeah. So today we're going to discuss about why study consumer behavior. So this is the marketing specialization paper as third semester as to be part of our MBA program. Okay. So what is the title? The title name of the consumer behavior and customer relationship management (CBCRM). Okay. So as we discussed earlier regarding the understanding about the consumer behavior. So what are the factors impacted on that how we understanding about the consumer behavior, then what are the factors impact on that so consumer behavior, all those things, all those subjects we will have discussed earlier classes. Okay, so today, we're going to discuss about why study consumer behavior. Okay, so let us start with this session today. Yeah. So significance in daily lives. Yes, the significance in daily life. General sense, the most important reason for studying consumer behavior is the significant role it plays in our lives. Yes, it is true because every human being as a customer, that customer has classified into two types: literate customers or illiterate customers. Yes, the behavior, there remain two types: illiterate behavior and the literate behavior. Okay, the customer is also different. Customers are there are mainly two types, the behavior also two types. Is a significant role it plays in our lives. Yes, the lives is different: middle life, rich life, or poor life, but the equality is equal matter is that the customer behavior. Okay, so equal means, for example, the name of the customer is equal, the behavior is not equal. The customer means different types of customers, the behavior means different types of behavior of the customer. Okay, this is very very important significance in daily lives. The next point is our time is spent directly in the marketplace. Yes, this is very, very important. Our time is spent direct in the marketplace, which whether it is marketing place or whether it is financial place, whether it is technical place, whatever it may be, the place where is the place is called marketing. Then who is the marketer? Okay, so who is the customer? So who is the owner? These are all different types of factors impact on the marketing place. Okay, so maybe directly or indirectly. So in the marketplace. Okay, the shopping engaging. Yes, shopping is right. This is the common phenomena, right? Is the copy is not a new. It's a common phenomena. Shopping style. Yes. So what is the style right now? The shopping then we will take. We might be taken. So from past that shopping is different. Oh, we might be taken. Um, uh, as we discussed ancient, the shopping is completely different. The now the shopping is completely different from the past, is right. Then now everyone lives under the digital platform, digital shopping, online shopping, e-commerce. These are all complete marketplaces, completely different nowadays. E-commerce, say example, if you need, say example, if you need a jeans pant, if you need shirt, if you need whatever the goods and services from online, that is called the online platform. Not only not only FMCG, so all the types of goods and services marketed. What is to be marketed exactly? So what is to be marketed? So by online, so by shopping through online, that is called digital transaction. So by the consumer behavior, way of behavior. This is very important point. Significance in daily life. Okay. The next, engaging in other activities, right? Not only shopping, so not only marketplace. Then other engaging in other activities means, so if you want to listen music, then by using online. If you want to needs, if you want to needs and wants and desire, taste and preferences, then whatever it may be, by using online. So by using engaging in other activities completely different by using mobile. Nowadays, what is the major device? The mobile is the major device. These are completely, shopping is different, engaging in other activities is different, marketplace is different. That is based on that is based on significance. What is the significance in daily lives for the studying consumer behavior? This is very important significance. Why study consumer behavior? The reason behind like this type of activities, it will comes under every human being life. Okay, a large amount of additional time spent thinking about products and services, right? This is very important, another important point and significance. We're thinking about products and services. What are the products and services? Nowadays, the products and services are creative or innovative or the complete usage point of view, right? The product is different, service is different. Complete service is innovation, product is innovation. The service is completely so different related to consumer centric oriented customer point of view. So not the company point of view, the customer aspect, customer desire according to what are the products and services, then according to made by the consumer behavior, made by the consumer interest and taste and preference. So that is thinking about products and services by the companies, not customer. Product specifications, product size, product design, product description, whatever it may be, then according to consumer behavior and also according to customer feedback. So that is very important. Why thinking about the products and services? Why time will be time spent on products and services? So this is very significant in our daily lives. Okay. The next one, goods we purchase and the manner in which we use them significantly influence how we live our daily lives. These are very significant in daily lives. Okay. Yeah. So this is the second point. Applications to decision making. Yes. What are the applications? Why we will take the decision making? There are mainly two perspective point. I can explain. There are mainly two types of perspectives: the micro perspective and societal perspective. There are mainly two perspectives which comes under the consumer decision making. Okay. So these are the first perspective. What is the perspective? The first perspective is micro. The first perspective is micro perspective. Application of this knowledge to problem faced by the individual firm, so organization. This is called the micro perspective. Micro means individual firm or organization. So what are the problems faced by the individual firm or organization? That is the knowledge. That is the knowledge of the consumer behavior. Say example, I am sole proprietor company. I am owner of the company. I am individual firm. So organization, we have been from so many problems faced from the market that is relevant to consumer behavior. We cannot understanding about the consumer. We cannot understanding about the consumer mindset. We don't have any idea about the customer taste and preference and all those things. That is with the lack of knowledge about the consumer. Then that time what will happen? Some our micro perspective, our individual firm will be down, will be fallen. It's the loss of our individual form. So that's why the micro perspective is very important. They'll take the decision making. It depends on micro perspective. The next is societal perspective. What is the societal perspective? Societies means knowledge of the consumers. Okay, society is nothing but people. The people is nothing but society. Okay, then what we understanding about the knowledge of the consumers to aggregate level problems faced by the large groups or by society as a whole, right? Then we aggregate consumers aggregate level, so not single level. So aggregate level problems. What are the consumer problems? What are the face? What type of problems they were faced by the large groups, by the companies, by the society as a whole, then that time then according to will make the decision as a good product and services towards will be served as a right quality, right products and services to the customer. Then that times these are very very important the tools that can be helps to knowledge towards the consumer point of view by the individual forms or large forms or short forms, individual forms or whatever the any organization to want to they want to learn they need learn micro perspective and societal perspective. Okay, this is the pyramid of consumer behavior. Micro consumer behavior is related to individual focus. Yes, who are you? Say, my name is Ravi. Yes, I am micro consumer. Okay, I am micro consumer, my individual focus. Then consumer behavior involves many different disciplines. Macro consumer behavior means social focus. Please try to understand your all. There are many two important. Micro consumer behavior only individual focus. The next macro consumer behavior focus only social focus. Okay, these are the two differences between. Say example. So consumer behavior involves many different disciplines. Means, say example, we will take macro consumer behavior. So the social focus it consistent in different types of disciplines. But micro consumer behavior individual focus only one different discipline, one different factors impact on individual focus. But social focus it has different types of different disciplines. Okay, these are the difference between micro consumer behavior and the macro consumer behavior. Say example already we mentioned here. This is the pyramid chart indicates experimental psychology, clinical psychology, developed psychology, human ecology, macroeconomics, microeconomics, social psychology, sociology, macroeconomics, semiotics, and literary criticism, demographic and history, and cultural anthropology. These are all it will comes into social factors, social focus. Okay, these are the applications, different types of applications to will take the decision making toward the consumer behavior as a so owner of the company, by the owner of the company. Okay, as a marketer, as a marketing manager, are you marketing manager? If you think about there are two types of perspectives: so micro perspective and social perspective. Is it clear? Yeah, this is the micro perspective. So, what is the micro perspective? So, micro means individual form. Micro means already I told you micro means individual focus. So not social focus. Micro is individual focus. Okay, perspective means for how. For example, if you only one firm, then how individual focus then you can maintain. Then what is the knowledge of individual focus? These are the micro perspective. Okay, these are the different types of important key highlights. Then the first point, understanding consumers for the purpose. Why understand? Already, as we discussed earlier class, understanding the consumer taste and preference and needs and wants and desires, their be purchasing behavior, whatever all the whether it is maybe the taste or not, whether it may be preference or not, whether it may be good or bad. Then those type of consumer mindset will comes under understanding consumer behavior. Okay, for the purpose of helping a firm organization accomplish its objectives. Yes, what is your objectives? What is your objectives? Without understanding about the consumer, then why you made different types of objectives? Objectives it will depend on the consumer behavior. We cannot understanding about the consumer behavior, then how organizations will accomplish its objectives? It is it is not possible. Then first we understanding about the consumers, then according to we can achieve our organization objectives. Okay, this is the first point. The next one, second thing, advertising managers. Say example, who understanding about the consumer behavior, then who he has to play as a role as advertising manager, product designers, and many others in profit-oriented business are interested in understanding consumers in order to become effective their task. Yes. For example, if I am advertising manager, so in front of the audience analysis, I don't have any idea about the audience mindsets. I don't have any idea about the audience analysis. Like say example, let's just what about where is the who are the markets? What are the types of markets? What are the top? What are the types of customers? So what are the types of needs? What are the types of needs and wants and desires? what are the taste and preference, what are the demand and supply, so what are the types of products and services, what type of promotions we can, what are the integrated marketing promotions. We don't have any idea as an advertising manager. What will happen? Then company will be lost because of we don't have any knowledge. Then how understanding how consumer effectively they can purchase goods and services from our company point of view, it is not possible. That's why the understanding consumer is very very important. Then that is what has to be part of important significance of micro perspective. For example, managers of the next third point is manager. The managers of various non-profit organizations have benefited from the same knowledge. Likewise, this is very very important. This is called micro perspective, means understanding the consumer individual point of view. Individual means advertising managers, product designers, marketing managers. These are the individual persons. They understanding about them about understanding about the consumer behavior. Then after that they will go for market. They can sell their products towards the customers. Okay, this is the second point. The second significance of consumer behavior. The societal perspective. The societal perspective means, what is the societal perspective? The first thing, macro. Societal perspective is nothing but macro perspective. Macro perspective. The aggregate level is not individual focus. This is the complete social focus. Societal perspective focus on that social focus. Okay, social application. We know that consumers collectively influence economic and social conditions. Yes, what are the consumer economic conditions? What is the consumer social conditions within the entire society, not only one place, entire the society. For example, entire the society means we will take the Andhra Pradesh, then entire the society. This is called society perspective. So if you're Telangana state, then what do we call it as? So entire the society means for the complete Telangana as whole in India, entire our country. That is called societal perspective and is nothing but social focus. Okay. Then marketing system based on, what is the marketing? What is the marketing system? This is the marketing system based on individual choice. Yes, every customer has individual choice. Okay. For example, my choice is different, my taste is different, my needs is different, my desire is different. That is called, what is my desire. So what is my desire? What is my needs? Of who will finalize about my desire? No one can finalize. No one can um, tell this is right. So that's why first we understanding about the consumer behavior, then what they needs, what they want, what they how they what they desire. Then after that we can create as a market system based on that individual choice. We don't have any idea about the marketing individual choice, then how it will be create marketing system? It is impossible. So that, so consumers strongly influence what will be produced, for whom it will be produced, and what resources will be used to produce it. These are very very important points, societal point of view. The next one is the what will be produced, whom it will be produced, so what resources will be used to produce it. These are very very important point. The next one, collective behavior of consumers. Okay, then we will take the consumers. We have collected some data, so from the consumers. It may be consumers are existing consumers, or loyal consumers, or unstated consumers, stated consumers, or whatever the types of consumers. Then we'll take the data. Collection means, for example, feedback. The collective means feedback behavior from of the consumers. For example, if I could purchase a product, then we'll take the feedback from the customer. Then what they felt, what they feel about our product, good or which, whether it is whether it may be good or bad, but we need feedback is very very important. That's why that is called what we call it as the collective behavior of the consumer, as a significant influence on the quality and level of our standing living. Yes, this is very very important. That significant feedback influence on the next further process, then will make as a good product service quality, good products and services as a quality and standard life. So this is very very societal perspective point of view. Understanding the consumer behavior from macro perspective can provide insight into aggregate economic social trends. What are the social trends, and can perhaps even predict the such trends. Okay, what are the trends right now? Right now, what are the social trends? The social digital marketing. Okay, right. Also, e-commerce. Then it's online marketing, the online purchases, online purchasing behavior, the online selling behavior, online marketing behavior, e-commerce, e-business, e-content, e-PDFs, whatever, all complete remote technology right now. Then even education also through online. So what will happen? The future is complete uncertainty. The products and service is also uncertainty. Service quality is also uncertainty. Everything is uncertainty. The business is complexity. The business is uncertainty. Business is complete volatility. So that's why every student, every educated or customers or related customers, everyone updated, upgrade your minds. So will be focused on that to complete new innovations. So complete these are social perspective. Yeah, these are the influence of consumer behavior. There are mainly two types of so influence of the consumer behavior: internal influences. Yes, this is the internal influences, and this is the second one is external influences. Okay, what are the internal influences? So the first one, personal factors and psychological factors. What are the personal factors? Age is the personal factor, income, occupation, lifestyle, and personality. Age age is completely different. Different types of stages. Income is also completely different from different types of stages. Then levels of incomes, then levels of different types of occupation, different types of lifestyles, different types of personality traits. Then later will be discussed one by one. It's a very deep understanding about the consumer behavior. This today we will why study consumer behavior. The next one, psychological factors. What are the psychological factors? Motivation is the psychological factor. Perception, the consumer perception, consumer motivation, consumer learning style, consumer beliefs, and consumer attitude. These are all complete psychological factors. Impact on customer, impact on consumer. These are all called as internal influences of the consumer behavior. Okay. The external influence means there are many two important things: cultural factors and social factors. Social factors is nothing but societal perspective. Okay, then cultural factors. What are the cultural factors? Already, as we discussed about, as we discussed already in the marketing management subject. So, okay, then cultural factors. What are the cultural factors? First one is the culture, subculture, and social class. These are very important. It will come under cultural factors. Later will be discussed one by one. So, as to be what of our unit wise. Okay. The next cultural factors means what are the cultural factors? What are the components? It will comes under cultural factors. It consists in culture, subculture, social class. Okay. The next one, what are the social factors impact? Okay, family, reference, group, role, and status. These are all it will comes under social factors. These are all it will comes under cultural factors. Cultural factors and social factors it will comes under external influences. Okay, personal factors and psychological factors it will comes under internal influences. All these two internal, external, so behavior of influence of the consumer behavior. So we understanding about the internal consumer behavior, we understanding about the external consumer behavior. This is overview of the influence of the consumer behavior towards the societal perspective. This is the consumer insights. So what are the consumer insights? Marketers are marketers are eager to know how consumers insights is nothing but new, insights is nothing but creative, insight is nothing but complete thinking. Insights means updates, trends, uptrends, advanced. Insights means for example uptrends and upskilling, reskilling. These are the insights in the complete trends, emerging trends. Insights is nothing but emerging trends and contemporary issues. That is the consumer insights. What are the consumer insights right now? Say example, everyone so doesn't direct marketing, everyone marketing is means for example consumer insights. Say example, then online purchasing, so online e-commerce purchase. Say example, we are using, say example, Zomato. Say example, Zomato, and also Swiggy, and also if whatever the goods and services you need by order online. That is insights. That is digital technology. That is digital revolution. That is digital business digital purchasing decision, online decision making, online so purchase decision making, even literate or illiterate by ordering online. So that is called insight. That is the new technology. That is new trending. So that's called as consumer insights. Okay. The marketers are eager to know how consumers make their choice. Consumers make their choice decisions and therefore try to gather insights about the inner psychology. Already I told you what is the psychology. The inner psychology means already I told you, right? This is the psychology. Psychology, inner motivation, perception. What is your perception? What is your belief? What is your attitude? Belief, motivation, perception, attitude, learning, all those it will comes under inner psychology. Inner psychology means your attitude. Okay, inner psychology means your attitude, your motivation, your perception, your learning attitude, and various factors that influence this process. Okay, that influence this process. That is called consumer insights. Okay, your motivation is completely different, your perception is different, your learning attitude is different, your purchasing behavior is completely different. That is called your inner psychological insights. The study of consumers enables organizations in improving their marketing strategies. Yes, then according to understanding about the consumer behavior that enables organizations is improving their marketing strategies, then according to customer mindset, consumer mindset, we don't have any idea about the consumer behavior, then there is no use of marketing strategies. Then according to individual marketing strategies will depend on micro perspective and social societal perspective. Then what are the micro perspective? We don't have any idea about the lack of knowledge on micro perspective. Then how can you make it right marketing strategies towards the customer? No, it is possible. That first we understanding about the micro perspective and macro perspective. Like so, societal factors also influence the social factors, external factors and internal factors and influence of the consumer behavior. After that, we can build good marketing strategies towards the customer point of view. So that's why the consumer insights is very very important. Okay, these are the some marketing strategies by understanding many issues such as the following. For example, consumers think, feel, reason, select among alternatives like brand products, how consumer culture and family and media, behavior of consumers while shopping, making any choice decision, what type of choice of decisions they will be taken. So what type of shopping they will be interested, so what type of knowledge they have, so what type of information processing abilities they have, so what type of motivation they have, what type of perceptions they have. These are all it will comes under marketing strategies. So okay, first we understanding about the consumer mindset, their motivate, their internal, their external, then after that we will make good products and service towards the customer, then by marketing strategies. These are very very important. There is no understanding of, we don't have any understanding about the consumer mindset, then we don't have any marketing strategies. Okay, this is very very the interrelation between so consumer behavior versus marketing strategy. This is very very important. Why study consumer behavior? It depends on consumer insights versus marketing strategies. Okay, these are the examples of operating in the Indian market. For example, we'll take example LG and Nokia and Sony. These are the understanding about the. Say example now we'll take the example. So example Nokia. So connecting the people. What about the consumer perception? What about the consumer behavior? Is it 100% quality trust on belief on Nokia? No. The trust, the creation of the values was down, zero level. Why people doesn't interest towards the Nokia connected? Why people almost all people behavior connected with the Samsung? What are the difference? What are the decision making is different, the taste is different, the thinking is different, the feel is different, then their purchase basic decision is different. That is what I'm saying. We understanding about the consumer so mindset, then consumer understanding about the consumer, then according to will make as a good marketing strategies towards the consumer behavior, towards the consumer needs and taste and preferences. For example, we know Nokia has failed. As we discussed about the past ancient, what will have, what about, what would be the what what is the what is the milestones about the Nokia? So Nokia is a very 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 well branded, but why? collapse depends on the product quality, depends on the internal product designing and product innovation. It depends on is the product service quality. It depends on product manufacturing. So whatever it may, whether it is good or bad, whether it is making good or not, but consumer doesn't like. So never nowadays still consumers don't like Nokia. Why? that is the that is the consumer internal influence. The internal influence, like so their perception is completely different, their taste is different, their thinking is different, their feel is different. Now the consumer looking towards the Redmi and Realme or Oppo and Vivo, the Samsung, then completely forgets the Nokia. That is what I'm saying. The complete mindset is complete. The consumer understanding way of consumer behavior is very important. Important aspect in marketing trends. In any type of organizations, any type of company, any type of business forms, any type of different types of organizations. Is it clear? That's why what I'm saying, say we shown some examples. LG and Sony, these are already creation the value. Value of the creation, sales potential very high. LG, value of create good brand name, the create the value, the sales and marketing potential, financial matters is very sound, the problem loss and all this. But Nokia, what will happen? Sony is also good, always good. Sony brand is also good, LG also good. But Nokia, so nowadays people doesn't call the Nokia is good, Nokia is good. Then why? That is the failure. The failure piece. Failure of the company. Company is not failure, but what who is the failure? The failure in the sense of, for example, the lack of knowledge, the lack of productive innovation, all those things, different types of factors impact on the Nokia. Okay, so please try to understand, dear all, the marketing specialization. Not only marketing specialization, the my suggest to all, so everyone to know about the products and services. Nowadays, everyone needs marketing products and services. Please try to understand everyone to understanding about the products and services, to understanding about the product specifications and all those things, to understanding about the consumer behavior, to understanding about the business behavior, to understanding about the business environment, especially. Okay, so thank you, and also my dear marketing specialization experts, and also the important remaining people also. So very useful subject towards all. Consumer behavior is very important. Okay, customer is the god. So by the quote the Mahatma Gandhi is also is the customer mindset is very important. We do not understanding about the customer, so we cannot buy, sell. We cannot sell our products and service to the customers. Okay, so all the best everyone. So thank you so much.